In today's video, we will be watching Cindy's puppy Andy have playtime. This video is more of a warning than a training video. It concerns people who train their dogs too much and too often. This isn't a problem most people have. I certainly don't. I was going to say especially pet owners, but then realized how often I get emails from pet owners saying that they take their dog out and seriously train their pet 30 to 45 minutes every day. So I'd have to include those people. If you're around the dog sports long enough, you will see the people I'm talking about. They train every day and they never take time off. In the beginning, they can make you feel guilty because you see how hard they work and how often they train, and you think, wow, maybe that's what I should be doing. Top trainers, like top athletes, no, they can't train every day, every week, every month. It's simply not healthy for people, and it's certainly not healthy for our dogs. People who are heavily involved in the dog sports need to find a happy medium between physical rest and mental rest for their canine athlete. They need to learn to balance their training program with rest periods. They need to balance a very physical day of training that's followed by a day of light training. Rest periods need to include weeks of no training. I know top trainers who will take 6 to 8 weeks off in the winter and just let their dogs be dogs. Dogs that don't have these break times become stressed. They all eventually end up with problems of one kind or another. These problems can be a lack of appetite or digestive problems where the dogs have loose stools that are related to a pancreas. Day in and day out stress with a dog is going to blow a dog's pancreas. I've seen it happen with police service dogs, and I know of it happening with sport dogs. If you've ever had a dog with pancreas problems, you know how serious and expensive this can be. Dogs that don't have training breaks often end up with some kind of behavioral problem, or a lack of drive, or a lack of concentration. These dogs never reach their full drive potential because it's worked right out of them. No amount of drive building is going to allow these dogs to get to the highest levels of their genetic drive. It's simply not going to happen. Dogs that don't get training breaks can develop behavioral problems. These problems can be avoidance-related problems. They can be shutting down and refusing to perform an exercise that they most certainly know how to do, but they refuse to do it. Or it can be aggression problems. This aggression can either be towards the handler or unwanted aggression to other people and things. Think of it like this. If you get up every morning and you have to go to work, and your work is hard, and you never get a break, the longer this goes on, the more stressed you get, until you reach a point where you just blow up. No one can work every day without a break. No one can work 7 days a week. This goes for our dogs. Finally, and maybe most importantly, overtraining will often lead to more soft tissue and soft muscle injuries in our dogs. Soft muscle injuries need time to heal. Dogs that are worked too hard and too often never have a chance to recover. So the moral of the story is to let your dog have a break. If today is a physically difficult day of bite work or jumping or any other real physical activity, let it be followed by a day of rest. No dog should do bite work or agility more than 3 or 4 days a week. Find days where you let your dog be a dog, where the most stressful thing that happens that day is a fun walk or two with you. But in closing, I should say that this doesn't mean you allow your dog to be disrespectful or disobedient on these days. That's not where I'm coming from here. Our dogs always have to be respectful. When they're not, maybe a little crate time will help them appreciate a walk in the woods.